everyone. My name is Patrick. You're watching the Oilers Rundown, broadcast on the Oilers Fanatic and the Heavy Hockey Network. It's once again game day as the Edmonton Oilers get set to take on the St. Louis Blues tonight at 6 p.m. in St. Louis. Round 2 against Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg. The Oilers took round 1 with a 4-2 victory at Rogers Place. Now they're looking to get a win in enemy territory. The Oilers coming off a couple losses here, so definitely want to get back in that win column tonight. A couple game notes here from the Edmonton Oilers social media account. Today's matchup is the Oilers' lone visit to the Enterprise Center this season. Connor McDavid needs one more game-winning goal to pass Glenn Anderson for sole possession of the franchise record, which is 72. Leon Draisaitl has 17 points, 6 goals, and 11 assists in his last 13 games versus the Blues. So Leon Draisaitl definitely loves playing the Blues. Kind of right up there with the Nashville Predators for him, although I think the Nashville Predators have his best record against an opponent in the NHL. So should be a good one tonight, guys. Dylan Holloway has stayed pretty hot for the Blues. Philip Broberg has petered off points-wise, but still been getting, I believe, strong top 4 minutes for the Blues on the blue line. So it should be a good round 2 matchup against those guys. I do have an interview coming up for you guys later in the video with St. Louis Blues fan Jack. We started talking back in the summer after the Holloway and Broberg offer sheets and have remained friends and talking since then. And Jack will help get you set up from the St. Louis Blues fan point of view for tonight's game. Taking a look at the projected lineup for the Edmonton Oilers as they take on the St. Louis Blues tonight, it'll be a top line of Leon Draisaitl, Connor McDavid, and Corey Perry, but we know that line won't be together all game long. On the second line, it'll be Victor Arvidsson, Ryan Nugent-Hopkins, and Zach Hyman. On the third line, Jeff Skinner, Adam Henrique, and Kasperi Kapanen. Kasperi Kapanen playing in his 500th NHL game tonight. And Vasily Podkolzin, Matthias Janmark, and Connor Brown will make up the fourth line. On defense, Ekholm and Bouchard, Nurse and Klingberg, Kulak and Emberson. Troy Stetcher looks to be the odd man out, and Stuart Skinner is expected to get the start tonight against St. Louis. That's all I have news-wise for you. Here's the interview with Jack, St. Louis Blues fan. Welcome back, everyone. So today I have a special guest with me, Jack, who you may recognize from the first Oilers and Blues game this year. Jack and I started talking earlier this summer after the Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg offer sheets, and we've been talking ever since, sharing stuff on the Oilers and Blues together. So we thought we'd do a little special preview for you guys to get you ready for tonight's game against the St. Louis Blues, round 2. Jack, how have you been? How do you think the St. Louis Blues season's going for? How do you think the St. Louis Blues season is going so far? Sorry about that. And what are your thoughts continued on Dylan Holloway and Philip Broberg?
Thank you for having me again, Patrick. What are my thoughts on this Blues season so far? Inconsistency, I would say. I don't think special teams have been much beneficial as of late, though. But, got to take it one game at a time. Luckily, last game against the Utah Hockey Club, they were able to kill off 3 or 4 penalties, which it was either one of those, though. I don't remember how much, though, but it was a lot, and they were able to not allow any power play goals, which that's been a big issue for us. But so far, I would say there can be much to improve on, though. But good news, last game, special teams won us the game.
Excellent. And Dylan Holloway, Philip Broberg, give us an update on those guys. Are they still, I know they both started off pretty hot with the Blues. Is they've been able to keep that consistency and that streak going?
Yeah, I think Holloway not too long ago was on like a 7-game point streak. He had like 13 or 14 points in a 7-game stretch. So he's been on fire lately. He actually got his first career hat trick against the Red Wings before Christmas, so he's been good. Broberg has been doing well as of late, but the point production has been down though, but he's been defending excellent as of late.
Excellent. You were talking to me about contracts before we got started. Have you heard anything about any potential contract extension talk? I don't think they can officially do it yet until the summer, I believe, but have you heard anything about extending Holloway and Broberg yet?
Oh, I'm expecting it's going to happen. I haven't heard much about contract extensions with those two. I mean, the biggest one though before the season was Buchnevich, and obviously they were able to extend him though, but I'm sure something will get done between the two, because they've been excellent for us. I mean, I've been a bigger fan of Broberg though, of his defense, because defense has been a big struggle for the Blues since Petrangelo left. But I mean, I'm expecting probably a long-term extension though between the two, because they've been excellent with us. I remember actually it was prior to the game of the Red Wings game on December 23rd, before he got his hat trick, Dylan Holloway. He told Jim Montgomery that, and John Kelly, the Blues announcer, that when he was with Edmonton, he never got any power play time. Which I was like,
No.
well, I'm not surprised, because look at that first unit. I wouldn't expect anybody to get a whole bunch of power play time with that first unit. So
Yeah, the first unit's pretty much you can't get on it unless 2 or 3 guys are injured, and it goes like between Zach Hyman that kind of comes in and out. Vander Keen, when he's healthy, he's in there. But yeah, pretty much the first unit is set for 99% of the time. He might have been able to work his way onto the second unit, but as we know here in Edmonton, the second unit basically, if they get 30 seconds, they're lucky. So it's basically a first unit power play.
Yeah, I'm not surprised. I mean, they're typically on the ice for what we say, 75 or 85% of the time.
Yeah.
Of the power play.
Oh, easy. Yeah, probably even higher than that. So yeah. So I wanted to ask you too. Cam Fowler was the guy you traded for earlier this season. How's he been working out in St. Louis since he came over from Anaheim?
He's been unbelievable. I was actually at his debut. I was with my dad and my brother down in Dallas when he made his debut. And it's a funny story. I actually ran into some of the Blues players. I ran into Suter, Texier, and Walker before I got the news that Fowler got traded. And when I saw his first game, I was like, he looked like he didn't even miss a beat. Now, take it for granted, I didn't know how he did in Anaheim because he spent 14 years there, though. But I was like, This guy looked like he didn't even miss a shift because he played unbelievable. So I've been enjoying having Cam Fowler.
Yeah, I bet so. Yeah, because he was a guy the Oilers fans, some segments of the fan base anyway, were interested in prior to him going to St. Louis. So I was kind of curious how it was working out there with the Blues. So yeah, so far John Klingberg is our big pickup on defense, but I'm sure there'll at least be one more before the trade deadline here. So see what happens there. I got to ask too, last time you were rocking the Chris Pronger St. Louis Blues jersey. So what are you wearing tonight?
The Colton Parayko's jersey.
Colton Parayko.
This one's obvious. This one is actually, I would say, from around the time when the Blues first was around. This was when Bernie Federko wore this type of jersey when he was playing, though. I just had to get Colin Parayko on it, and because he's my favorite defenseman on the Blues, because he's been around. I mean, since 2015. Yeah, 2015 he's been around. So, and he's been having a great year so far, and he'll be representing Canada in the Four Nations.
Yeah. And he's a local boy from here. There's a lot of people that actually kind of want to see Parayko come back to Edmonton. How open do you think the St. Louis Blues would be to trading Parayko?
I can see him being a Blue for life.
Blue for life, yeah.
Yeah, that's a good answer.
Because he's still got another 4 or 5 years left on his deal, doesn't he?
2030 is when he's a free agent.
Yeah.
So he's going to be in St. Louis for quite some time still.
Yeah. Well, we'll see what happens there. You never know.
Mm-hmm.
Might get him a little.
Hey, you never know. I still haven't forgotten being in Manhattan with my dad before the Blues and Rangers play. I got word that the Golden Knights got Tomas Hertl from the Sharks. That I couldn't believe that. So anything's a possibility.
Absolutely, for
sure. Mikko Rantanen got traded. Whoever thought that?
Yeah. Yeah, we'll see. Like Parayko would be really hard for the Oilers to fit cap-wise anyway, but the cap is going up significantly here over the next few years, so anything's possible.
Hey, Connor McDavid in a Blues jersey would be nice.
Yeah, well, keep dreaming. Keep dreaming. He's going to be in a blue jersey, but it's going to be blue, orange, and white.
True that.
All right, well, let's wrap it up here with a score prediction for Oilers Blues. Oilers took round 1. What happens in round 2, Jack?
Well, the Blues have taken the last two at Enterprise Center, though, but I expect it to be a tight game because two teams could be desperate for points. So anything's possible. It could be 4-2 Oilers or it could be 4-2 Blues, but anything's a possibility because both teams are needing points. Obviously, you guys are going up against the Golden Knights, and we're fighting for the final wild card spot. We're just 2.5 games back from Calgary right now, so
Yeah, still in the
still
hunt.
plenty
Yeah.
of time left.
Yeah. Definitely still got something to play for. So, yeah, I think the first game one was 3-2 Oilers, wasn't it? I believe
It was 4-2 Oilers.
Was
yeah.
it 4-2? Oh,
Mhm.
must got.
Mhm.
Yeah, I think it's going to be another close one. I'm going to go 5-3 for my prediction. So,
Well, let's see. I'll be there tomorrow.
all right. Well, 4-2 Jack, 5-3 Patrick. Let's see what happens.
Mhm.
Hope it's a good game for you either way there, Jack. Thanks again for joining us, and we'll have to do this again for the next Oilers and Blues rematch.
Thank you very much, Patrick. Talk to you soon.
Talk to you soon. Thank you again to Jack for joining me for that interview. That's all I have for now, guys. Let me know your thoughts on the game tonight. Do you think the Edmonton Oilers get back in the win column? Do Dylan Holloway or Philip Broberg register points? Does Kasperi Kapanen have a big one for his 500th NHL game? Let me know all your thoughts in the comments section below. If this is your first visit to the channel and you like what you see, please consider liking and subscribing for all the latest Oilers content. You've been watching the Oilers Fanatic. Thanks for being a fan.